Things between the United States and Iran are heating up, and here's everything that happened in the last 24 hours. Okay, so the big news that has come out in the last 24 hours is that negotiations between the two countries have failed. One source is saying that there was a brief discussion of having an in-person meeting, but that didn't go far. Turkey tried to ease the tension between the United States and Iran, as the occupying foreign minister of Iran is going to Turkey on Friday. However, since then, Iran has completely rejected any of the offer that the United States have made to Iran. And more of them, the targets around the region are fair game. And it's not just Turkey. There's apparently a lot of Mideast countries that tried to have these negotiations between the United States and Iran go on, but all have reportedly failed. And Iran is now putting further public threats to the United States, saying, strike once and we will keep hitting back until we end them. We have no limited war. This comes after Iran added 1,000 extra drones to its service branches. However, the United States is not backing down themselves. The United States is now sending another destroyer to the region, and at least 10 U.S. warships are already believed to be in the Middle East, including the USS Abraham Lincoln. Senior defense and intelligence officials from Saudi Arabia and Israel went to Washington on Thursday to have talks with President Donald Trump, and they're weighing their options for possible strikes in Iran. And the U.S. Secretary of War said on Thursday that if Iran is not willing to take the deal, they are willing to back Donald Trump in whatever decision he makes. Meanwhile, former Iranian Prime Minister said this on Thursday. The people have said it in every language. They do not want the system. They do not believe your lies. Enough. The game is over. Lay down your guns and step away from power so the nation itself can lead this land toward freedom and prosperity. And I think people need to realize that no Iranian wants this regime in power. We do not want him in power at all. Meanwhile, plainclothes Iranian officials arrested more protesters on Thursday. They are trying to shut down any spark of a second round of protests. And even Israel's news channels are saying that President Trump is now open to a regime change. And Senator Lindsey Graham, who's been a big supporter of the Iranian people, said this: the Iranian religious Nazi murderous regime and fair nuclear deal do not go in the same sentence. 100% agree. The protesters who have been dying by the thousands are not seeking a fair nuclear deal for the Ayatollah. And two things to add to this. Number one, there's a government Iranian flight heading to Moscow now. It's believed to hold some Iranian officials as they're fleeing the country. And two, the pizza tracker of the Pentagon has had its traffic go up on Thursday, and this typically happens before late night and before strikes. Therefore, there could be a potential strike sooner rather than later. But for now, that is all the news you need to know. I will keep you guys updated. Peace.